I'm currently at the Queen's headquarters and I'm documenting my journey step by step, getting a deep dive who Spontaneous Queen is and what being a queen is.
I do more than support your dreams, baby. Get you a bit. It's time to boss up. Fix your credit, girl. Get at it. Get your bag up. Hit that gym and get back up.
Hey, beautiful people. This is your girl, Spontaneous Queen. And today's topic is how value kings and queens. So we're going to dive right into it, okay? Do you really know your worth? If you could put a value on yourself, what would that number be? And I guarantee you will underprice yourself every single time because you cannot put a value on your worth because you are a king and queen and you always growing to your highest potential each and every single day. So before I get into details, talking about how value kings and queens, let me introduce myself. My name is Arshia, aka Spontaneous Queen. I help women, queens, increase their value and increase their income level. But before we do that, we have to tap inside of us. That is the ultimate thing that a lot of people don't get. People think we can go out and build these different businesses, we can do this and do this. But if the foundation, yes, I said it right, if the foundation is not set up properly, then you have high chances of messing up or cracking that strong foundation that was meant for you to deserve to have. So let's get right into it. High quality. When you think of high kings and high queens and the high value and stuff like that, what comes to your mind? Okay. And maybe along the line, in a different video, we're going to talk about how to increase your ability to earn. But right now, before we even get that, let's talk about how to tap inside of us. Okay? As kings and queens, we attract who we are. Believe it or not, we attract who we are. And in order for us to manifest or to get the dream life, we have to create those things in our reality first. And before we can get to those things, we have to make sure that us, kings, queens, are good. The foundation is good. We have to make sure the foundation is good. I have a couple of bullet points I want to get into. Before the kings and queens, I kind of relate more to the queens. But this message is for kings and queens. So whatever that inspire you, please take those nuggets and please apply it to your life if it fits. We're going to go into the first bullet point, high value kings and queens. Okay. So the first bullet point, if you have pen and paper, feel free to jot it down if you like. But we have to take accountability over ourselves. We sometimes have lack of accountability. And I'm not saying this to say, okay, I don't have accountability partner. You can have accountability partner every day, all day, whatever, okay? But if you don't take accountability in your own life, if you don't account for the things that you're doing that is destroying your life or destroying your legacy, then how can you get from this state to this state? Okay? And we have to identify, okay, what is the things in our life that is not serving us? And this is the hardest question we have to ask ourselves. Because once we begin to go through this process of asking ourselves the hard questions, asking ourselves, okay, what happened in my life? What major events happened in my life that stopped me from moving forward? So those are the type of questions you have to ask yourself in order for you to tap inside to get that increase, that pay increase that you deserve. Let's go ahead and tap inside of the temple first, and tap inside of yourself first. So a second bullet point we want to add is um, sabotaging, self-sabotaging behaviors. And believe it or not, we all have self-sabotaging behaviors. And the faster you can identify that, okay, the way I have handled this situation, the way I did this, that wasn't my best. Because queens show up. And when they show up, they show out. Okay? So you have to go back to that drawing board to see what are the self-sabotaging behaviors that I'm doing for myself. What are the things that I'm creating havoc in, or unconscious or subconsciously you're doing it? Okay. I know, shout out to Queen Chi in her group. I am doing a book review called The Mountain Is You. And in that book, we talk about the self sabotaging things that we do. And I love this book because, it's going deep within. It's going all the levels that happen, all the things that happen in your life, the past trauma, the past addiction, you name it, anything that applies to you. This book helps those things come back to surface. It doesn't come back to surface to have you relive those moments, but it's an opportunity for you to get perspective on where you are and where your current state is, so you can know how to maneuver and you know how to release those things. Because one of the things that I'm doing in the book review is I'm not doing this book review so we can say, okay, we got another book under our belt. No, we taking this book step by step, breaking it apart, and we trying to identify, okay, what is not serving us and what needs to go. And we're doing this by taking our time step by step in this book. And some of the things you be like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this, or I'm doing this now. And it's not okay to point the fingers, because in order for you to get this pay increase that you want, or the job, or the whatever career that you're trying to reach, or whatever new opportunities you're trying to reach, before you get there, you have to discover you. You have to fall in love with you. So before I get to the next step, I just want you to say thank you guys for joining. This topic today is high quality, high value women and kings, okay? Kings and queens. And please, if you like what you hear, please comment below and just let me know that some of the topics that you want to hear about, or we can discuss together. And after this video, I'm going to go and I'm going to connect with each and one of you. But please share, like, and share this video. And if you share and like this video, I have a special gift just for you guys. And I want to say thank you guys for coming on here, just listening. And if you feel like this is serving you or serving somebody else, go ahead and send them this video. So we're going to go to the next bullet point. So the next bullet point is changing your perspective. Oh my goodness. Do not wait to change your perspective when something major happens. Don't do that. If you see it pop up, if you see those things that's not serving you in your life, please do your best to change your perspective, move forward without something bad had to happen, or something, your back being against the wall. Okay? You can change your perspective right now if you decide to do it. Okay? And the shadow work. I know some of you guys are probably not used to hearing shadow work, but when it comes to the mind, the body, the spirit, but they also need to include the shadow work. The shadow work is the things that accumulated over the past years, or it doesn't just always automatically go to your childhood. It could be something that happened in your relationships with people, business relationships. It could be something that happened at your job that you wasn't able to get over and then release those things. Or maybe some of you guys are in a marriage right now, and some of these things I have listed below are stopping you from getting to the next level. I want to let you know that you're in the right place, and it's okay, because we're growing together as kings and queens. We always learn from one another, okay? And when we see those things pop up in our reality, it's our job to see those things, embrace those things, and release those things. Don't ever manage those things. And if you're in a situation where you know something is displeasing to you, but you just like to be around this environment, this company, or this person, but you're not saying anything and you're suffering, that's a red flag on your part. That is a red flag. And I'm going to raise my hand first, because I've been there. I've been there before. And you don't want to wallow in your own mess. You don't want to be able to be stuck in your own situation. You don't even know how to get out. So right now, kings and queens, I'm just telling you guys, in order for you to move forward, you have to follow your own advice first. You cannot be so comfortable pointing out somebody else's flaws, because sometimes when people are in our reality, we see things that we don't like about them, but sometimes it's a reflection of us, ourselves, what we don't like about ourselves. So do the work by taking inventory. You don't have to write a whole list. Okay, this is going on in my life, I need to fix it. No, it's a process and it's a journey. But if you embrace this journey and you become one with it, enjoy the journey, because it's not meant to stay with you. This is only a increment in your life to help you remember where you have been and where you're going, because you got to keep moving forward. Okay, so I know that y'all thought I was gonna have this big old speech about, oh, we're gonna get this to increase our money, but in order to increase your income level, or even your mindset, it starts with you first. It starts with you first. I know when I was going to school, I had to adapt a mindset of repetition. I had to adopt a mindset of, okay, no matter what obstacle come in my way, no matter what happened in my family, I have to keep moving forward. And this is the same thing when you're starting a new venture, or you're trying to take yourself from this state to this state. It's okay, because you might not have done that before. And sometimes you feel like you don't even know where to start. But if you move forward, I promise you, you will figure it out. Each time you move forward, you're going to figure it out. So I just want to say thank you guys for joining. For those of you are listening, if this is serving you, if you like the topic, go ahead and comment below. And also, if you like and share this video, I will have a special gift for you guys. I have an ebook, and it's called The Future You. And it talks about the mind, the body, the soul, and shadow work. And they give you different techniques, how to release things, how to incorporate new things in your life. And also it have a bonus section in there to help you ask yourself the hard questions. So if you like and share this video, comment below that you shared it or you liked it, so I can know who the gifts I need to go ahead and give and bless you. Okay, so we're gonna do a little randomness that I normally don't do, but we're gonna talk about transforming and what that whole process look like. Transforming for me is not competing with another king or another queen. Transforming to me is reaching my highest potential. And once you feel like you at a level in your life, you're gonna feel like, okay, I want more. Or you might be at a level of your life that you don't want more, but you want to increase your income and your value. But it always boils down to, how are you treating yourself? Take inventory on how you talking to yourself. How are you showing up every day? What does your self-talk look like? Because if your self-talk is bad, that's a reflection of your life. Yeah, it's a reflection of your life. I remember when I can help everybody maneuver and transform in their life because I love to serve and stuff like that, but don't ever forget about you. And that what I was lacking in my life. And sometimes you gotta be transparent, like, okay, when I'm gonna give to myself? When are you gonna give to yourself? When are you gonna take a day to, okay, reflect? Okay, this is not serving me. I need to release these things. Or these type of things are messing my relationship up with people, and it's stopping me from getting in the rooms. When I say the rooms, I'm talking about, you know how you see these celebrities or you see these people getting these big old $1 million advances or $1 million contracts. You can get those same things too. Okay, you can get those same things too, but you have to put yourself in alignment. I'm not telling you, king or queen, you have to be perfect. Okay, I'm just telling you, you do the best that you can do on the level that you can do, and don't ever look at somebody else, because that's the quickest way to have you fumble. Okay, and I know that I said contracts for a purpose, for a reason. If you guys are business owners, go ahead and type in the chat that you want to receive some contracts. I have over 400 contracts, and it does come with a fee. But if you're interested in funding your businesses and companies or nonprofits with some government contracts, let me know in the chat so we can have a conversation, so I can help you get to the next level. See, that's a part of being a king and queen. We help each other get to the next level. And sometimes once you get to know yourself, you loving on yourself, then you're going to know how to treat others. Sometimes if somebody is treating you harshly, sometimes we can't take it personal. Sometimes it's a reflection on how their self-talk is and how they're treating themselves internally. So I encourage you guys to go within, to dig out those things that's inside of you already, so you can create the type of legacy that you deserve to have. Um, I'm gonna do some techniques at the end if I don't forget, but we're gonna talk about moving forward and how that look like and what is that made of. Moving forward is so simple, but we make it so hard because we sometimes we want validation or third party validation from so and so or this person. But I guarantee you, if you have faith in you, if you promote that business and you don't sleep on you, king or queen, everybody else is going to show up in your reality the same way. You're going to attract those people in your reality that's always going to come through and celebrate you. Okay? So moving forward to some people, it can be a struggle. It can be, you might have to give up something or sacrifice something. Sometimes you might receive an anxiety or fear. What if I tell you that anxiety and fear could come from the shadow work, that you decided not to confront those things that didn't serve you. Sometimes when you have triggers or something that's so simple as someone calling you a name that you don't like, when you get older, when you get in a different environment, and somebody might call you that same name, but they don't even know that you don't like that name that they called you. And what if that trigger just pop up and you didn't even realize that was a trigger? Okay? The kings and queens, they always going to embrace those things, but they don't also release those things. And if you don't embrace your shadow work, if you don't come to grips with, okay, these things that I've been carrying for the past 5 to 10 years, those things could show up in your conversations, in your environments, how you treat people, and so on. So if you don't release those things, you won't have room to receive the blessings that you kings and queens deserve. Okay? So last but not least is what's holding you back for being a high quality, a high value king or queen. Nothing's holding you back but you. Now, when you come to grips with this person or that person can't come in my reality, come in my garden, and stop my destiny, my goals, then you're going to be unstoppable. The platforms that you want to get on is going to come so easily and smooth because you don't have to change a thing about yourself. You just make minor adjustments to your liking. Your process is your process and nobody else's. I'm going to say that again. Your process is your process and nobody else. Nobody should come in your reality and say that you're doing too much. Nobody should come in your reality and say that you want to be heard. Nobody should come in your reality and tell you that you this and this and this. Because as soon as you accept those things that they're saying about you, you are. So let's get in the habit of creating. Okay, you say you might have a bad day, but don't sit and waddle in that bad day. Say, okay, wait a minute, hold up, let me get myself together. That didn't serve me, but right now I'm gonna have a good day. Moving forward, I'm gonna have a good day. Okay? Sometimes you might have to talk yourself off of that cliff. Talk yourself from being in depression. Come on, it's real out here, queens and kings, but you have to be real with you. Because like I said, I'd rather be caught in the action of doing it, the saying what I'm doing and meaning what I'm doing than faking it. Because it's going to really show if I'm faking it. Okay? So some of the tips that you can take away from this is meditation. Some people may not know about meditation, but quieting your thoughts and calming your mind. Meditation can be different for many different people. Some people like the meditation without the words. Some people like meditation with the words. Excuse me. For me, I like both. I like the meditation with the words because some of the meditation that I'm listening to, it can help reprogram your mind. And sometimes you have to reprogram your mind in order to get to the place that you deserve to be. So for me, sometimes if I feel like, okay, I need help in this area, I find that meditation, and it's like an 8 hour of meditation, and I could just have it on while I'm sleeping. And in my subconscious, I can hear that things changing my perspective. When I wake up in a different atmosphere. Okay? Some people can use prayer, you know. Do what you have to do in order, kings and queens, to get to your highest potential. Some people have to work out. Some people, anything that you have to do to release those things, those stress. And also, you can't forget about eating a healthy, balanced diet, okay? We're not telling you to go in your refrigerator and throw away all the stuff. We're not telling you to do that. And I won't tell you to do that, okay? If I'm not willing to do it, I'm not going to tell you to do it. But right now, we're going to start off with two things. Write down two things that you want to release, two things that you want to work on. Okay? So what I'm going to do is at least every week I'm going to come live on these platforms to give you this good information. But before we leave, you have to do the work. I can give them the information all day long, but if you don't do the work, guess what? It's going nowhere. It's like empty words. So whenever you can be real with you, that's when your life can change. Okay? Start working on your self-talk. Self-talk is when you wake up in the morning or when you're going about your day, what are the things that's popping up in your head? What are the things that you live hearing in your head? What are the things that you're saying to yourself? And if your self-talk ain't that good, it's okay. Because starting off, mine wasn't good either until I learned about what I was doing to sabotage me. That's a form of sabotaging yourself. Get in the mirror. You can start off with 1 minute. Whatever pops up in your head, either bad or good, you can say, girl, you look good today, or I don't like this about myself. Some people like say, I don't like a pimple, I don't like this. Whatever pops up in your head, say it so it can come out. It has to come out, y'all. So then once you're doing it and release those things, then take another 30 seconds to a minute at least. I'm not going to start you off long. I'm going to start you off bit by bit. Start saying things that's going to get you motivated. The things that's they're going to get you keep going and don't stop on you, because when you stop on you, you're stopping on your legacy, you're stopping on your dreams. You don't have to have kids or you don't have to have a family to be a high value king or queen. You got to want that for yourself. Okay? So in the mirror, make sure you saying those things like, girl, I look good. Girl, that's how I talk to myself. Girl, you look good today. You rocking that dress. You walking those blouse, Be kind to yourself. Once you get it in the habit of doing that, your life gonna change. I'm just saying your life gonna change. So guys, I just want to say thank you. This is your girl, Spontaneous Queen. I help you, the kings and queens, increase your value and increase your income level. But before we can do that, we always got to start with you. And please, if you like and share this video, please let me know in the comments if you like and share this video so I can give you a special gift. It's an ebook that I created over the weekend for you guys because I wanted to make sure while I'm giving you this information, you have something to go away with. And also, please, 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 any topics you want to talk about, discuss that I haven't already mentioned, put it in the comments so we can go over it. Because as queen to queen, as king to king, we got to help each other grow. Okay? It starts with you. I love you guys. It's your girl, Spontaneous Queen. Be bold in who you are. Mwah. Love you guys.